Smirgle has a dog in it. Oh, hello, welcome back. We are here with round three of the SoCal Cup. I'm Shane,
I'm Josh.
and we have another banger here. Can't wait for you guys to see the team. I'm curious who the point of view is, but we have Abby versus Jose. Uh, Abby's rocking a pretty traditional CIR Maridon team, so I'm excited to see how she'll handle the doozy of a team that is going to be thrown at her. So that's exciting.
Yeah, I don't know how much should I talk about this yet before it's on the screen.
Well, maybe pick one silly.
One silly thing.
It's hard.
I mean, it's not especially silly because individually they're totally fine, but we do have Zacian and Zamazenta together at last.
Yeah.
And more importantly, they are joined by 4 other good boys.
Yes. So I was talking with Jose for this tournament, and he told me what his team was, and I was like, "Oh my God, this is fantastic!" So yeah, there's 6 dogs, right? Because Smirgle's got that dog in it. So
Smeargle, I have been told in the past, is a beagle, at least in part.
oh my, wait, really? I haven't even thought about
I
that.
think so. I think that's where the gold comes
Oh
from.
my God, I'm thinking
Smeargle,
about.
beagle.
Oh my God. I didn't mean to make that like joke about having a dog in it. It is a dog. Right. Okay, my bad. Wasn't familiar with your name, Smartle.
There's a lot going on with Smeargle, to be fair.
Yeah.
I do have to question Suicune just a little bit, but it's
What's that?
there's years worth of discourse and I think some official statement on the nature of Suicune, Entei, and Raikou,
Yeah.
but it's a funny looking 4-legged Pokemon and it's got a long snout, so for the purposes of this team, that dog is perfectly fine.
Yeah. I'm interested to see what Abby's choosing. I can see why you wouldn't bring CIR because it is not very effective with 3 of them, but also it could be very hard for this team to break Terra Water Kali Ice. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. Um, we'll see. We got to figure out what the speed tiers are. I think that's kind of number 1. So one thing that's cool about Zacian, it has like a pretty good matchup. Oh my god. Okay, it's terrifying. But Zacian has a kind of good matchup into CIR and Sparkle, so I'll be interested to see how Jose goes about preserving that piece throughout this game. So yeah.
Well, we've got a lead of Smeargleization versus Volcarona and Iron Hands. I think Jose actually, no, I think Abby has kind of the better end of this. As we can see, Hands can take out Zacian, keep that at bay, and I wonder if that's a Clifford Dance setup on the Volcarona then. Okay,
Yeah.
it is.
I mean, I'm a little scared to see what Smirgle has made it through the turn with its sash intact.
Ever something you want to see.
No, and also just like, yeah, I think it's fine to just follow up Memoridon switching in here. It's just kind of a good board state. Yeah, and like now that's kind of what you risk when you are asleep. Or sorry, you don't get any damage on a Smirgle. So
The bright spot here is that Volcarona is still in a pretty good position. There's not a lot that can switch in to threaten it, and of course, Zacian. I mean, if you rip the Terra Ground Terra Blast, that is something that can hit Volcarona, but you are then hitting into Flame Body. But here's the Decorate.
this feels very safe. Jose's end, and this is kind of like what you're playing for with Smirgle stuff. Like,
Oh yeah,
just the fact that this Smirgle is still has Sash intact, is still back to HP, is going to be a real problem for Abigail. So the nice thing is that the defensive profile on Volcarona is good, but like, is it good enough? I don't know.
yeah. Once you start taking +2 physical hits, it doesn't feel great.
Yeah. So this is a good switch in from Abby because now we're forcing some stuff, right? Like, I think at this point you should be okay with just trying to get a follow me off because, yeah, this play is pretty cool. Because I think if anything, you're Terra grounding to try to Oko the Volcarona. Although to be honest, +2, +3 Zacian probably just kills with any move. So don't need to think about that. I think, but we'll see how this turn goes.
There is a lot Zacian can do here. We see the Terra on Ice Rider
Yeah, it's
to
good.
try and absorb a Behemoth Blade, perhaps.
Yeah. I would love to see a follow me here just to account for like a 1-turn wake up from the Volcarona, but we'll see what Jose wants it to here.
It's another Decorate.
Yeah, I think that's fine to go on. Maybe there's a calc.
Oh,
No.
you can be plus anything and still miss play rough, allowing Trick Room to be set up.
Yeah.
So things have kind of flipped in Abby's favor here. Smeagol's not doing a whole lot here.
Yeah.
I mean, you do kind of lock down the Miradon. You've still got your Sash, which is great.
Yeah. I think a follow me here is free because you won't give the Calyrex a stack.
And this time, you likely can trade that for a KO naturalization.
Which is why like bringing the Sash early on is so useful. I think if you're a CIR because once you get Trick Room up, you get a pretty safe chilling A stack. But we'll see. We get see the protect here from Scarlet.
Okay, so we get some chip damage from Glacial Lance and Zone Drift.
We are just completely wide open to Electro Drift.
Oh, but it attacks into Smeargle's spiky shield, leaving Zacian completely free to attack.
Okay, I mean I think you just beat him.
Or play rough into the
I
Miradon.
know it's resisted, but you're +5 Zacian, so
Yeah.
I don't know if resistances are a thing really anymore. But okay, yeah. I think at this point there's kind of no reason to just. Again, I'd love to see a follow me. He's done his job. I think the way that you lose is by letting Zacian just take a hit when he doesn't need to. So
For sure.
yeah, I mean, if I'm Abby, I'm maybe rethinking some calls. Obviously, Spiky Shield on a redirector is like really difficult to play around sometimes, but yeah, this is good to see. But you know, for sure, if I'm Abby, I'm maybe rethinking that lead, seeing if there's something that can offer more threat to Smeargle. Because like, yeah, obviously the speed boost is tough, but like at the end of the day, it's like something you kind of just have to play around with when you're facing Smeargle. So maybe Smeargle finally go down, the unkillable god of tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, this is where. I mean, we gotta be thinking about resistances here. I think a little bit. I would love to see some Behemoth Bashes.
I don't know. I think Terra Water Calyrex is bulky enough to tank that Behemoth Bash.
Yeah.
Not much else afterward.
No, yeah.
But at least the bash.
I think if you get into a 3v1, eventually you'll just be able to brute force down the Terra Water CIR. But like, again, kind of identified this earlier. The Terra Water CIR is just hard to break.
Yeah.
Obviously, especially if you're missing moves. I think we could see a Scald come out here from Suicune, the goat, who underspeeds in Trick Room, and unfortunately because it is Suicune, it does no damage.
That Pokemon never even got a second Quiver Dance up, did it? So that's just Volcarona's raw bolt.
Yeah, so like here, I mean, Zacian.
Importantly, the Leech Seed on the previous turn missed, so Calyrex was getting no health back up at the moment. We've seen a lot of 90 accuracy moves whiffing so far this game.
Or was it into the Zacian attack? Well, either. Yeah, well, unfortunate. But yeah, we're seeing some like probability management here, I think, come into play, right? Like the one-turn wake up on Volcarona's side, the for a second decorate into a move that can miss from the Smirtle side. See what happens on this turn. God, Suicune does look really cool. I'll give it that. It does no damage, but it looks cool. Cool. A second Leech Seed miss has hit the towers. That's not what you love to see. You just see a Scald continue to do no damage, everyone. Just saying.
And Volcarona finally gets the Fiery Dance into Zacian.
Cool.
For a one-hit KO.
Now, I can also... What's going to be interesting here is, like, Zacian... Zamazenta, I guess, the other dog is coming in.
I doesn't expect that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just some that didn't pick up.
Okay.
It's not.
So see how
okay.
this goes. I mean, ultimately, like, if it is Zamazenta, I guess we just don't know. It is Zamazenta. Phenomenal. Well, Leech Seed CIR looks kind of invincible here, so
Close to it.
yeah.
Zamazenta is faster than Volcarona, is likely faster than Suicune, although they're probably both quite local, so I'm not totally sure how that shakes out.
You can
Yeah, I mean, well,
Okay, Fire Dance coming out from Volcarona once again.
okay.
Almost
That's-
takes down Zamazenta.
I guess.
That's a little big, but
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think like Jose's way back into the game feels very limited. To be honest.
yeah. He
I'm not even.
speaking fishing for the burn, I think on Ice Rider rather than just finishing Volcarona is not doesn't pan out too great.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
imagine Jose was expecting a protect Volcarona,
Yeah,
which is fair, but I think on Abby's mind, Volcarona really needed to make something happen there, and it did.
I mean, yeah. But this Calyrex is not dying. Like, even Suicune is even giving him more recovery. So yeah, I think the skull is right because at least you negate the leftover recovery. I don't know. Oh, gosh, this is looking really hard. Yeah, I agree with this. Like, wow,
There isn't a whole lot Zamazenta can do, but it mostly just delays the inevitable.
This is the thing.
This time, Volcarona does protect and block the skull.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. At the end of the day, I think we just need a body press crit. That's like kind of the only way out of this.
Stranger things have happened in this very same game, in fact.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, it's. I think we're in here for a bit of a slog, but it's gonna be a wonderful slog because it's a beautiful sunny day here in California. We saw quadruple protect earlier in round 1, which I'm still not emotionally recovered from. We see double protect.
Double protect here as well.
Of course we do.
I mean, this does give Jose, although also his opponent, more time to consider what to change next game.
Displacement. I don't know. It's cool. It's cool to see. I think Abby, though, like correctly, she was deciding between this and Furgraph, so I'm sure she's pleased with her choice, right? Just lock in this water CIR that's invisible.
Yeah.
I think if I'm Jose, I'm thinking about how I got the first 4 turns of the game like almost 100% correctly, and then you got to think about how to close up the game and like manage your probabilities a little more carefully.
Yeah. Any kind of chip damage on the Calyrex would have been valuable earlier in the game. Like say it did survive a +5 Behemoth Bash. Well, worst case scenario, like you should be in body press range after that.
It's like, see if we got a crit here. Doesn't look like it.
So sweeping. That did. I didn't see the bar move or the numbers change.
It did 15 damage, which is.
That is certainly a skull.
I don't even. Yeah. I guess if it wasn't stab, it would have done 10. That's right. Anyways, Calyrex Ice is just gonna chill out here. I don't know if there's like any other adjustments I would make for Abby. This feels like the right for Volcarona is so obviously good into both of the big dogs.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think you consider leading, like, whatever its face is, right on, just to kind of like that.
Starting with electric terrain and then just volt switching out.
Yeah,
could be a good way to start it because Volcarona set up for free.
Does it even matter if Miraidon gets killed turn 1 from play rough? I mean, it's like no other moves happen.
Yeah, like it's not super important to the matchup overall. Yeah. Like Volcarona is actually the second restricted here. In this matchup, it's Ice Rider Volcarona with Miraidon supporting through electric terrain.
Right. Like the only other thing that like can deal with Volk on Jose's team is Gouging Fire, and it's not like Gouging Fire is like incredible.
It will be somewhat slow going with Heat Crash.
And also, if I'm thinking not game 1 again, like looking Sport turn 1 versus like a pretty easy Miraidon switch in is like that's like a crazy play. Obviously, risk management wise, it worked out, but like that's something I would be thinking about.
Yeah, sometimes
it worked out.
Sometimes you just want to call the bluff.
Yeah, and I think it's fine to do that. So going into like game 2, it's like how do we manage that this time? We see no Iron Hands this time, but we do see a Furgraph. So I'll be curious to see, without any fake out pressure versus the opposing Smirgle, like where we go from there. I think one thing that's going to be a little tricky here is if Abby's trying to call the fake out, the Smirgle turn 1, Brutus hard swapping to Photograph, or what does that get us? I don't know if this Photograph has 4, which I guess it could flag. It's just nuts. Foul play goes kind of nuts into a +3 Zation with the resist, so we'll see.
Potentially.
Yeah.
We do see the Miraidon Volcarona lead this time to keep this Miracle a little more honest.
Yeah. Love this one. This is the freest Quiver Dance of all time, they're saying. Yeah, and this is just pretty cool to see. I think, like, we'll see what Moody Boost we get.
I think even if, well, you probably don't take out the Volcarona here because you are risking Flame Body and breaking your own Sash.
Exactly. And maybe you just want to, like, get the play rough into the ride on, right? This is 208 HP, which is cool. Electric Seed, awesome. We see a Terra from. Wait, no, sorry.
Zation. Terra Drain.
Oh, hey now.
Okay, so that is likely a Terra Blast against the Miraidon, which I'm
interesting.
I mean, you're banking on Miraidon surviving play rough there, which is a somewhat remote possibility. As
we're going to
Terra Fairy.
No, we're just following this. Okay, so I think if you're Abby, you are doing great because a Terra Ground. Because Amazenta hates to see a CIR come this way, but we'll see how this goes out. Again, if I'm Jose, I'm still thinking about how do I kill the unkillable beast of tomorrow, the Terra Water, Leech Seed, Calyrex Ice. Like, I think now Volcarona is just free to do whatever it wants. Spiky Shield is a cool move on turn 1, like fish for a Moody Boost, but I don't think speed was earned, so. Ooh, I like this. We're preserving Smirtle for Lake at the school.
Okay. Suicune is back.
Suicune is back and better than. Oh, okay.
Is this?
I'm interested.
Surely it's not time for Trick Room.
I mean, this is a dead. Nope, that did. I wanted to do some
+1 boost was the Electric Seed boost saved his life there.
Yeah. I was gonna say the Terra Blast is like almost 50, so I'm surprised Behemoth did that much less. But
yeah.
Photograph proving that it's the goat. I really like that play because Jose preserves a smash from Smirgle, so that's cool to see. See a Trick Room coming out, which
I don't hate it. It feels a little early when Volcarona still has a strong speed advantage.
I feel like yeah, I don't know if I like this play.
Okay,
always the attack. Right?
Fails to KO Frigg.
Okay, well, Suicune was almost trying to do Frigger a favor by preventing the Trick Room, but so like now, like I don't even like Snarl goes off like who cares? Like this Volcarona cannot be killed by mortal means. So like this isn't.
This almost feels like
we're pivoting back into. Yeah, like we just need to get Zation down eventually.
Yeah.
Super matter.
You could switch an Ice Rider here. I think even Frigg. Does it have Protect? No, it doesn't.
No, but I think you're like fine letting Frigg go down.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind a swap to CIR too because like Snarl obviously does no damage.
I think it's just.
I would have maybe like the Foul Play, but it's fine. You got the crit psychic anyways.
You do get the crit anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like Foul Play does more than
Another Terra Blast against Volcarona. So that's a neutral +1, same type hit.
This is
critical hit into Volcarona.
Oh well. Yeah, I mean, like at this point,
it does change things significantly, but this is a fantastic position for Ice Rider to come in.
Yeah.
We are now on a bit of a timer with the Electric Terrain, because naturally Miraidon can't leave the field and reset it later. But with two very strong, very well-positioned Pokemon, I'm not sure Smeargle will do enough to slow them down this board.
Yeah, we'll see. Is there? Oh, we're just hard calling.
suplex to protect with Zacian, so out of turn of trigger.
So this is just trying to take a kill on the right turn, which I kind of like. Ooh, Scald. Okay. Well, getting back to probability management. If we're calling the hard protect on Zacian, I mean, honestly, I think this glacial still picks up Zacian, so it's like not really a big deal. But
Lucy, did you win?
I definitely like not killing Suicune there for the free kill.
Right.
We'll see. I definitely do like the electric drift utilization slot. I think it makes a lot of sense because we're just trying to catch something on the switch in.
So yeah.
Switch burn goes last, so we'll never have a max HP CIR ever again.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, this is gonna be a little hard. We'll see. It depends on the spread. I think for this thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, Zacian switches out, not wanting to take even a reduced damage, super effective glacial dance.
Still would have loved a Terra Water there because there's kind of no reason not to. It's gonna take a little more star than we need to, but it's fine.
It does keep Jose guessing as to whether or not you can get a super effective play rough into Miraidon later.
Yeah. I mean, I think what's just like really nice is like this. The CIR has been at least neutralized. The Scald is negating some of the recovery. There's 4 Pokemon alive still. You can swap out the lit for these. It's cool to see. Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, this is also like a free, Terra Ground wide guard, right? Like we're just gonna get Zacian. It will eventually kill Miraidon.
That's true. I think.
Eric?
Alright, this is kind of like no counterplay. I think it's 1 turn of chicken left, so like, who knows, but
Yeah,
yeah.
if Sabazenta gets too aggressive here, it will take a lot of damage, start contributing Leech Seed recovery to Calyrex.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, the protect feels good on that. Okay, if this is Asian, then it's probably a wide guard, right? Like, just cover at least, but
Possibly. I'm gonna put my money on not wide guard because Glacial Lance kind of hits nothing in this scenario, unless of course you are leading Zacian switch in.
yeah.
Which-
I mean, I think the way that you lose is by not covering for that. So we'll
Yeah.
see. Okay.
Okay, protecting zombie.
Okay. We'll see how this goes.
Oh, okay.
All players, round 2.
Oh, we got to play right on Jose's end, so that's exciting. Yeah.
Sorry, the question is not operating, so we're just gonna have you look at that.
So I guess like, kind of the funny thing is that like it's actually still kind of hard to break this Miraidon. Actually. Okay, well actually that's a simpler way. Honestly, with 4 mons still alive and like no damage done, it's gonna be tough.
Yeah. That is just a Terra Ground, Terra Blast, and Wide Guard every
Yeah.
turn until Miraidon is gone, and then we can start body pressing the Calyrex. So
Yeah.
I do understand the impulse to just
Yeah.
call it a wash.
It's just really, it's a long day. You want to conserve your mental energy. Totally.
That too.
So it was a 1 game 2, so we're going to game 3 now. See how what adjustments happen here. I think the spiky shield on Jose's side was like interesting. I think obviously depending on the movie boost you get, it's kind of a different game. I feel like there's not a ton of value from Terra Ground Station, to be honest. And even if you're frustrated about like
Yeah,
Play Rock missing,
it did kind of come in handy in the end game there, but before that, it did feel like just a way to do strong neutral damage without missing. But-
yeah. But
Maybe it's just the gambler's fallacy in me, but I would say that at that point, I would just go back to using Play Rough. Surely, it won't miss as much as it did last game.
yeah, it's like I'm still thinking about like the lead that Jose had in game 1. Like I mean the +5, I think it's gonna be hard to replicate, but like I feel like depending on the openings from Abby, it's going to be pretty easy to get a decorate off Cessation. So like
Yeah,
that is something that I feel like is worth playing around.
and we see Zacian and Smeargle again.
Yeah, I would love to see.
Ooh.
So what's nice here is like obviously we know there's actually kind of nothing also preventing a check decorate because if they set Trick Room, it
Then you
kind of
can-
doesn't matter. Like your Smeargle's alive, and you just follow me away the next move if you want. What's really nice here is there's no Volcarona. Like Volcarona is not something you really want to see on turn 1 here. There's no more Frig.
You see, that's
We're back to the original 4 from Abby game 1. Okay, we are not Terra. No. I mean, in Abby's defense, it is a resource that in theory you should like keep. So I get it, but
it might be a little early for Trick Room. You definitely want to try breaking Smeargle's Sash, and you know for a fact that Jose has it out from Miraidon. You see, they follow me to keep Zacian safe. While it goes for that play rough into the Miraidon slot, but hits Volcarona instead
yeah.
with the burn to take revenge for last game.
A lot of RNG going on in the set. If I'm both players, I'm thinking about ways to just try to stay as calm as possible because I think whoever is going to stay the calmest is just going to be in a really good position for the rest of the game. We also see a no Terra there, so that gets like a huge mental advantage, I think. Like, if I'm Jose, you're like, I could have just behemoth that and killed this guy. And now preserving it for the second turn, maybe now full play can happen. We'll see. There's a lot of things that can happen here, so I'm excited to see what goes on.
This is a rough turn for Jose because Volcarona has pretty much a free Quiver Dance unless, I mean, if you commit the Terra Ground and just go for it, well, no, you're burned. You're burned, so you can't knock out Volcarona. So Volcarona gets Quiver Dance for free. Calyrex can kind of also do whatever it wants.
I see no reason not to just get chipped into Suicune. Suicune's gonna be hard to break, but like also it doesn't do anything. So
Yeah, I don't like that we're still seeing Suicune, but of the things you could switch in this situation, Suicune is one of the safer ones. You don't have to risk Zamazenta right off the bat. You can get Suicune on field. That's certainly something you can do.
there's nothing stopping it. Glacial, chip off here. I mean, it's resistant to so like. There's kind of nothing stopping another Quiver Dance here.
Yeah, I think you have to be a little cautious of another Terra Ground, Terra Blast, and Scald. I think that could KO Volcarona from this range.
Yeah, if I'm Abby.
Well, not if you get another Quiver Dance and then take the Scald, I suppose. That's
I
unlikely.
mean, yeah, we saw the Skull doing nothing even on control.
Yeah.
But you're about crits, right? Like, that's
Oh,
what
yeah.
Volcarona does.
Given the trends so far in this set, you do have to consider crits. Or you can just... Okay, that was a raw non-Terra Terra Blast and a raw Scald. No critical hits either way.
Best thing about that turn was the target selection was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm Jose, I'm trying to get something done with Smeargle this game, 100%. What's nice is, you know, with the lead that Abby showed, it took a lot of pressure, so it prevented the fall of me. And also, we got to think Zacian is faster than Miraidon, right? Like,
Yeah.
if you're calling for them to stay and not Terra, maybe you expected with Terra to
That was likely, yeah.
I don't know.
It's kind of a weird interaction because if you do Terra that Miraidon, it becomes weak to Behemoth Bash, so you worry about your opponent calling the Terra. But Jose has kind of showed remarkable amounts of restraint in not hard calling Terras thus far. But
I mean, I think it's like,
oh, okay, another double target into Volcarona, finally taking it down. Yeah, at this point, you can afford to play a bit recklessly with the Zacian, I suppose, because it's not super high on your opponent's list of priorities with the burn and everything.
I mean, the ultimate problem is. You know what? I'd love to see.
Yeah, the window to get rid of Ice Rider is rapidly closing.
We give way for like weird crits, but like decorate doesn't even help.
That's true.
I don't know. It's gonna be a little hard here, I think. At one point, it's starting to go. Lucy does a ticking time bomb for a lot of these guys, but it's tough because like with Snorkel on the back, it's not really. You don't really ever want to switch Snorkel in much. But
And Iron Hands is a fantastic adjustment here.
yeah,
You've got a lot of bulk, you've got low kick for Zamazenta, you've got fake out. And with Zacian burned, Hands isn't really even feeling threatened from that corner.
well, I think that's something. I think Jose is fishing for it. Like,
Most likely.
So I thought that was,
Yeah, and like,
yeah,
I also feel like maybe Jose thought, okay, I pushed my luck last turn by just attacking the Volcarona again. So, you know, you think maybe your opponent is going to keep you honest and attack Zacian this time.
This is tough. You gotta again as identify Calyrex. Cheeky no Terra turn one I think really worked out because it can be fast insurance I got yeah. It'd be hard I think. You just have to make sure you don't get a sweep, but even if like score goes off, like that doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't help you knock out Calyrex Ice Rider any faster, and you see the forfeit giving game 3 to Abby.
Stuff, yeah. I mean, it was a real cool team, and Jose was undefeated until this point, so it's very cool to see. But good job. See you. Thumbs up. Yay! Heart. Yay! Wow, this is
Oh, that was
really
wait. There we go.
Thumbs up.